of the grave site ever so often. So, and even on their website, it shows a flying saucer hovering over town, headed toward a windmill. So they're commercializing on it a little bit. It draws some attention. It draws some money into the area. So they're not quite as negative toward it anymore.
Well,
not like they used to be.
No, I mean, let's face it. I mean, if a person can make money off of it, they're going to try and make money off of it. But anyway, hey, I'm going to cut the show a little bit short here tonight, if you don't mind. I was hoping to get some callers in tonight because it was the first night of taking call-ins. Guys, you're making me look bad. I mean, I'm still getting texts from you guys on my, and nobody's calling in. I've gotten probably a good 80, 90 texts from people since we started, but no one's calling in. So I don't.
Nobody wants to talk.
Probably not. You know, hey, it's nothing to be scared about. It's just me. And, you know, the show. I will try one more time. You can call 1-253-203-6695 and, you know, give us a call. But, you know, I'm really glad to have you back on the show. And, you know, like with your antique cars and custom cars, I think, you know, I hate to say it, so many of those cool cars are history. You know, they're gone. And, you know, except for some of the collectors, you know, and just think of all of them. It just got compressed into a block of steel.
Right. Yeah. Well, you know, snow and ice in the in the northern states killed a lot of cars, millions of cars through the decades. We lost a lot of treasures because of salt and sand on the highways. Some of the southern cars have survived. Some of the best examples were out west and in Montana that have survived. But yeah, luckily there are enough of history's automobiles left that people that love them can find one and can buy them and enjoy them. I like to see them more or less put back original versus modified. Now, a slight modifications is fine, but a lot of people go a little bit overboard. But hey, it's their car; they can do whatever they want with it. I personally like it, just like it rolled off the showroom floor, just like it came off the assembly line.
Yeah, I would too. You know, I mean, at one point I wanted to buy a Model T, you know, and that was back probably in the, let's say, early 90s. And everyone I went out and looked at, either it was not restored the way it should have been, restored, or they modified it to such a point that I was not interested in it. But, you know, I remember my uncle one time come driving up with an old Model T pickup truck, or, well, I think it was a Model T. And, I mean, that sucker was original. I mean, right down to the motor. I mean, and it kind of ran. You know, it was noisy as heck, and it sure was gutless. But I mean, you know, he had that thing for a few years, thinking he was going to restore it. But you know, I don't even know what ever happened to it.
Yeah, Model T's tough to drive. Them 3 pedals, and I had one. I restored a 1924 Model T touring car, and I actually got pretty good at it. I drove that thing every day back and forth to the post office. I enjoyed it, but they're a bear to drive, and actually, and on today's roads, they're dangerous to drive. So short distances, fine, but these guys that drive these Model Ts from coast to coast in this great American race and these Model T touring things, they're outstanding people, boy. They got my vote.
Yeah, and they're brave too. I mean, what can I say? Well, anyway, hey Kerry, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to end the show early tonight. Like I said, I was hoping to get people calling in tonight, and I'm kind of a little depressed about that, but I'll get over it tonight anyway.
Well, listen, I really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me on. It was a pleasure.
Okay, Kerry. You take care, and I'll send you my address. I would like to get a copy of the book from you.
Very good. Be glad to.
Okay, sir. You take care.
All right, bye.
Well, anyway, I don't know if I'm having problems with my Skype or not. That could be a possibility because today when I went on and fired up all the computers, I run Windows 7 for my broadcast software. It's the only thing that's really fully compatible. Windows 10 is not. The first thing my computer did when I turned it on, my one I use for Skype, it upgraded it for Windows 10. And I noticed that that even the quality tonight was not its normal quality. But I know that, well, it's not working like the way it should be. So maybe it's the Skype problem, because I have had over 80 texts from people tonight, asking questions, during the show. But I'm going to, I guess, spend the next couple hours and work on that and see if it is the Skype, and go back and load the classic Skype back up again. I have to delete this and then reinstall it. That's the bad problem. It just, no matter how I put back old classic Skype, if I'm not careful, when I turn the computer on, it automatically updates it. And when it updates it, it doesn't want to work right. So anyway, I'm going to get out early tonight. I'm sorry. Tomorrow I guess we'll see who we got on tonight. Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, tomorrow it's going to be really good. I got some great guests coming up. Dr. Lear's very first patient that he removed the implant from is going to be on our show. And that's coming up this week. Anyway, I'm out of here. Everybody, you have a great evening and stay out of trouble.
There once was a man who had some land in eastern Washington. And on his land, this man, he had a deep, dark hole upon. People came from miles around to throw their trash down in to see how deep the hole was and listen for its end.